Hello Bobcats, I'm your host Michelle Bauza, and this is the Prowl, West Broward's weekly news show. This week we'll be taking a look at how some of our South Florida residents join together to support the autistic community. Angel Rock has the story.
At the 7th annual Marina Walkabout Autism, the community has gathered to generate awareness and create unforgettable memories.
Young and Art Museum supports the Walkabout Autism because it's important that we serve our community of all children, of all needs. We're all hands-on family art museum. It's important that we are accessible to all, especially through the arts. So we want to be able to bring awareness to autism and see that art is a great way to help in different needs.
Besides increasing community support, this walk provides helpful information as well.
This walk is so amazing. The foundation is great. When last year when my sons were diagnosed, I didn't have any information, came out here and grabbed everything. And now that both of them are diagnosed, and I've been able to get resources and everything through the help through the Dan Marino foundations, it's awesome. And then it means a lot for my sons because they're able to come out here and play and be free and be of kids that's like them.
The Dan Marino Foundation and all other vendors has done an amazing job at creating another successful walk from start to finish. This has been Angel Rock reporting.
The Dan Marino Walkabout Autism has raised over $400,000. Our West Broward cheerleaders have also raised spirits for our fellow Bobcats. With their hard work and dedication, they are determined to take home the state ring. Are you ready? Okay.
As previous state champions, West Broward cheer team has been motivated to win back their glory. Preparing since the summer, the girls have developed new skills and tactics to bring home the state ring.
Well, this year we got a new coach, Coach Danielle, and Coach Brittany stepped up to be head coach this year. So it's a new coaching staff, and it's working very well this year. We also have a whole bunch of new girls that have a lot more skill than previous years, and our skill level has been able to rise along with difficulty, and we have a lot more power this year. Like, we go on the mat and we know that we want to win, not just like, oh, we're just showing up to compete.
Well, this year, in the beginning of the season, we've been working more on the basics of doing skills, so that way, at this point in the season, we have more difficulty than we did last year. The girls are trained better because we've been working on different techniques and focusing on the basics of cheerleading, like I said before, because there's no way you can get the difficult stuff without focusing on the basics first.
This year, our coach has had us conditioning more throughout the season, whereas last year we didn't condition as much, so we got very tired throughout our routine. So that's giving us a lot more stamina. Also, we would work on skills for a while and then run full outs, and we weren't able to keep up with the manual labor. And now we've been running full outs like throughout the season, so we're all keeping up a lot better, and it's going a lot smoother, and we have a lot more confidence when we perform.
With their hard work and dedication, the girls have certainly surpassed their obstacles this season. All of West Broward is excited for the results. This has been Sabrina Howell reporting.
Some people debate on whether cheerleading is a sport or not. Some say it's just a fun activity to keep girls busy, while cheerleaders believe it's one of the most intense sports. On the other hand, Arturo and Robert debate the MVP race between Westbrook and Hardin. Let's check it out.
Every year around February, the question about MVP arises. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, the two frontrunners this year. The only thing is, history says every single player since 1950 that has won MVP has been on a first place or second place team. The only two players that are an exception are Karl Malone and the one and only Michael Jordan. This year, Russell Westbrook is on a 7th place team, James Harden's on a 3rd place team. Arturo, what do you think?
I think it's James Harden personally. He's balling out. putting up 29 points a game, 12 assists with 8 rebounds. He also made a huge transition from shooting guard to point guard with a new coach in Mike D'Antoni.
I mean, Mike D'Antoni is known for having players that boost their stats. When Mike D'Antoni was coaching the Knicks, Carmelo was averaging 28, 7, and 6. The point of the fact is, when Mike D'Antoni is on the team, his offensive system centralizes around one player, and one player controls the whole team, and every player works around that one player. That's why James Harden is putting up these huge numbers. But Russell Westbrook is putting up 30, 10, and 10. The only other player to average triple-double is Oscar Robertson.
But you got to remember, Russell has the ball in his hands more than any player in the NBA. He also has the most shot attempts out of anyone by far in the NBA. James Harden is doing something that he made a transition that no other player has ever made.
I mean, if you want to talk about how he's having the ball every play, Russell Westbrook still has a better player efficiency rating. Russell Westbrook is number 1 in the league right now with 29.7, and James Harden is 27.7 right now, which is 6th place in the whole NBA. So, I mean, if you want to talk about that.
But you also got to remember, the MVP always goes to the team with the better record. And James Harden is leading the Rockets to that better record. James Harden has the most points scored in the fourth quarter in the NBA in the last 2 minutes.
I mean, Rockets do have a better team. That's why they have a better record. Matter of fact, the players that are centralized around James Harden, Ryan Anderson, Eric Gordon, those are 2 shooters. Trevor Reeves is also another spot-up shooter they have. Russell Westbrook, no shooters. Andre Robertson can't shoot. Victor Oladipo is an athletic dunker, just like Russell Westbrook. Everybody on the Rockets is a skilled veteran that knows their role. The Thunder, players are still trying to figure out their roles. Everybody's young. Every single player on the team on the Thunder ranges from 20 to 28. The oldest player on the team is Nick Collinson, which is 34, gets no playing time, barely ever plays. Anthony Morrow, on the other hand, is 34, but he gets about 4 or 5 minutes a game.
But you also got to remember, the Thunder have dirty work players. They have Steven Adams, a big man down low, banging rebounds to kick back out to Russell for the shot. You also have Enes Kanter, another dirty work player that's may only be averaging 6-7 points a game, but he's doing all that dirty work for Russell to get those extra possessions so he can go and score the ball and average 30 points like he does. He runs a high pick and roll with Steven Adams and Enes Kanter, so they have layups, and that's how he get most of his assists.
I mean, I guess you could say Russell Westbrook does pad his stats a little bit. I mean, but here's how I look at it. This season, Russell Westbrook has 26 triple-doubles. The most ever in a season, 31. We're barely halfway through the season, and Russell Westbrook is 5 triple-doubles away from breaking the record.
There's no doubt that he'll take the triple-double record. But James Harden, if I had to pick one of those teams to do something in the playoffs, which really matters, I'm picking the Rockets because they have a solid record. They have a solid star player in James Harden. I think he's the MVP. I think he's the MVP of the season.
All right, I guess we'll have to leave it at that. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of PTI. Tune in next time.
It's up to you to decide which player is your MVP. Now it's time for a commercial break. When we get back, we'll be making a delicious treat, possibly featuring your favorite show.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Can I interest you in some chocolate?
Chocolate? Did you just say chocolate?
Yes, ma'am. With or without nuts.
Chocolate? Chocolate? Chocolate?
Last minute chocolate sales for JR OTC. Make sure to buy some before they're out.
Welcome back. A lot of strange things have been happening in the kitchen. One iconic scene from Stranger Things includes the classic Eggo waffles. This recipe puts a strange twist to your everyday breakfast. Now that we have seen how to make this delightful recipe, we have reached the end of our show. I'm Michelle Baza, and this has been The Prowl.